So if you've been paying attention to the Mr.Beast situation that's been going on recently, then you would know that he's under a lot of fire currently, from the Chris Tyson situation all the way over to him censoring his own comment section and even going as far as to delete dislikes on his most recent video. And it honestly looks like that we are seeing the beginning of the downfall of Mr.Beast and his empire. Because throughout Mr.Beast's entire YouTube career, for the most part, he's honestly maintained a pretty good squeaky clean image, and any little controversy that he did end up finding himself in was mainly just people on Twitter complaining because they have no life. But now it's literally like someone snapped their fingers and automatically he went from being one of the most loved creators on the platform to being absolutely despised and being cancelled. So today we're going to be covering the downfall of Mr.Beast and everything that led up to this moment, and it all starts off with Chris Tyson. Now I'm sure everyone watching this video knows what happened with Chris Tyson. He got exposed for being a PDF file and a groomer. The amount of evidence and screenshots that are circulating online is honest kind of concerning. Having such a disgusting individual like Chris Tyson work with a company that makes content specifically targeted towards children for this long without getting exposed sooner is kind of crazy. And I think Sunny V2 honestly deserves an apology, because this title right here honestly could not have aged better. But regardless, Chris Tyson got exposed. There was a bunch of backlash. He got fired from the company, and obviously since Chris Tyson is so closely associated with Mr.Beast, he's going to get just as much backlash because, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Someone who is predatory towards minors working at a company that makes content for children isn't exactly the best look, and people rightfully started calling Mr.Beast out on this, which forced him to make a response to the whole situation. And obviously he had to make the response on Twitter, because if he made a video about this, yeah, his YouTube career would probably be over. Let's be honest here. But Mr.Beast made his response to the whole situation. He condemned Chris's actions and said he had a private investigation going on, and he also clarified that he fired Chris, which is a little bit weird because according to Chris he willingly left the company. Yeah, that's probably a lie, but this response wasn't enough for most people, and it really only added fuel to the fire because more and more people started calling out Mr.Beast, and the public perception around his name slowly started turning a little bit. Then a little bit after this whole situation, an absolute nuke was dropped on Mr.Beast when a video from someone who used to work for him was released, and this video goes into detail about every single shady business practice that Mr.Beast engages in, such as promoting gambling to children and having these videos that incentivize children to spend money with the idea of them possibly winning something. It's honestly a very good video, and it gives a little bit of perspective on Mr.Beast and the idea that maybe he's not as good of a person as he wants you to believe. And this video went absolutely viral. As of the time of recording this video, it's currently sitting at over 10 million views, and since it was such a big topic, all the drama channels rushed to make videos about this too, which brought more attention to the whole thing. Like, damn, 5 million views, bro, I should have jumped on this train earlier. With all of that being said, since this was such a trending news story, it brought even more attention to Mr.Beast, and he started receiving even more backlash on top of the Chris Tyson situation. And it's kind of at this moment where Mr.Beast starts doing literally everything in his power to make himself look worse and worse. So in the midst of all of this going on and all the controversy surrounding his name, he decides to upload a video. No, not a response video to any of the allegations going on. He instead uploads a video called Survive 100 Days in Nuclear Bunker, Win $500,000. Now obviously this was probably a scheduled video recorded weeks or months beforehand, but putting this video out at the current time really was not a good idea. People started dislike bombing the video. They made comments asking him to talk about all of the allegations. And so what does Mr.Beast decide to do about all these people rightfully calling him out? Well, first he starts off by sending a bunch of cease and desist to YouTubers who are covering the situation. Yeah, he basically just starts threatening legal action, which is such a dick move. Honestly, that's just a pathetic thing to do, using the legal system to try and silence people who are talking about you. Yeah, it's really not a good look, and that's not the only thing that Mr.Beast ended up doing. So if you look at his most recent video, a lot of the hate comments that are currently being commented right now are automatically being deleted. Now there's probably a team that's working day and night to delete these comments, and they also probably blacklisted a bunch of words from being commented, so it automatically gets filtered out, which is something that any YouTuber can do, by the way. And not only that, apparently Mr.Beast is also removing dislikes from the video. Now people can't actually see the true like to dislike ratio on a video anymore because YouTube stupidly removed that feature, but there is an extension that you can use on Google Chrome that lets you return the dislike button and see the actual like to dislike ratio. It's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty close. And a lot of the people who have this extension enabled have screenshots of literally hundreds of thousands of dislikes magically being removed from the video. And this is obviously an attempt by Mr.Beast and his team to skew the public perception around his name, because obviously if the kids who watch Mr.Beast click on his video and they see a bunch of hate comments and people calling him out on it, it's going to hurt his business. But removing all of these comments and blacklisting words from being commented really is not a smart idea because people quickly found out that he's doing this, which only led to even more backlash and people calling him out. I genuinely have no idea who on his team thought it was a good idea to be doing this, and all of this just goes to show that Mr. Beast really isn't much better than any of the other money-hungry YouTubers who use their status in order to silence critics. This proves that money and status can get to anyone's head. And it can literally change a person, because damn, I remember when I was a fan of Mr. Beast back in 2018, which in my opinion was his prime years. That was before his channel went all corporate and he started making garbage game show content. It was basically back when he looked like he still had a soul and looked like an actual YouTuber. I would have honestly never guessed that one day Chris would abandon his loving family in order to go play dress up and then later be exposed for grooming minors, and then Mr. Beast basically becoming a greedy CEO that wants to silence all his critics and do all these shady things in order to get children to buy his merch. Like, I honestly miss the good old days. By the way, quick little side note, in my last video I called Chris a she. I'm sorry for that, y'all. I was just being a __. Just wanted to clear that thing up. But back on topic, everything that's been unfolding over the past couple of weeks has led us to this moment right here where Mr. Beast is now at the beginning of his downfall. So I see this whole thing playing out in one of two ways. One, it's only going to get worse from here, and Mr. Beast is only going to get more and more hated, or two, he's going to respond to the allegations in a good way and have his reputation do a complete 180. But considering the way that Mr. Beast has been moving over these past couple of weeks, I really don't see that as a likely option. I don't think he's ever going to fall off though, or become irrelevant, because he just knows way too much about the algorithm. And so many kids watch this guy's content and they don't even know what the hell is going on, and frankly they probably don't even give a fuck either way. It would be really funny though if Mr. Beast just decided to randomly crash out and he decided to make a video like on his phone saying, you know what, I don't give a damn fuck of all of you. Yeah, I deleted comments. What are you going to do, suck my dick? Honestly, I would respect him so much more if he did that. With all of that being said though, this is officially the beginning of the downfall for Mr. Beast. Just the way that he's been handling everything is so stupid, and hopefully he can actually realize what he's been doing wrong and try to win people back over again. So yeah, comment down below if you think Mr. Beast can save his reputation. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, that's all I really have to say. I'm a go now. Damn, what are you still watching the video for? Click off, nobody.